Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back another video from Team 4-Star of the 4-Star Bento channel. Continuing with the Dragon Ball GTFS commentary series, covering episodes 61 to 62. I think there's 63 episodes, so I don't think this is the last video, but I'm sure we'll find out very, very shortly if that's the case. Very intrigued. I can't quite remember what happened, so this is going to be interesting, because I know that, like, they unfuse, and then after that I'm like, how did it actually end? So, yeah, let's get into it.
I'll win for sure. Goku eats the fruit. Yes, he does it.
Oh my god. Oh. FS.
So you learned a new attack in Japanese this episode.
Oh.
I did.
Zanzouken.
Zanzouken, which is
Zanzouken.
what they call the after image.
Yes.
Ah.
It's cool sounding. It's
Cool.
Zanzouken. It sounds cool.
A lot of things sound cool in Japanese.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
True.
when it comes to like technique names, I mean, Shinkan Ito, instant transmission.
Oh, that is
Kaioken.
cool.
Kaioken, which, you know, close to the Kaioken.
Yeah, I could see why they went with solar flare. Which
Yeah.
is actually pretty close. It's like Taioken is
They
literally
do
like
sound
sun
very
technique or sun
similar.
punch, so whatever.
Like Sun Fist.
Sun fist. Fist of the sun.
I was right, Goku did eat the ball.
Yes, he ate the
He
ball.
gobbled that ball.
He balled up.
He nearly choked to death.
Yes.
Don't you? There's a mistake.
Imagine if that was what killed Goku. Look at Vegeta here, he's like, wait. I've tried to beat this guy so many times, and all it took was to get him to eat a Dragon Ball. Sorry, that's...
Dead. The fucking willpower.
Throat goat. Throat goat.
Oh.
Throat goat. It's a funny scene. Honestly, weirdly out of place, but also perfect for that moment.
Yeah,
oh
the
God.
entire first
Oh.
chunk of that first
So he
bit
punches
was
him and he
just
coughs it up.
Omega Shenron trying to get that ball back.
Now he has eye beams that can just... That's the thing with GT, these villains, they do have the most random, like, techniques out of nowhere.
You know, like attacking them. He's clearly got the upper hand now. Just, you know, they get very little offense in.
I'm going to say, and I will stand to this point, these two episodes could have been one goddamned episode.
Right.
Maybe.
I could see so many things to cut.
I can see where they definitely could have trimmed down a lot, specifically in the first half of the second episode.
Oh yeah.
But regardless, this has all been Fighto.
Yeah.
Like this is the most Fighto to ever Fighto.
And I think
Nice.
I think my big problem is none of it's particularly well choreographed.
Some of it looks kind of cool.
Yeah, some
like every
shots-
now and again we get some like cool shots. We're like, oh, nice. But yes, that was probably like the least we reacted in a while to one of these episodes because, admittedly, we're just watching,
Fists.
you know, pretty mid-tier
just
Dragon
getting
Ball fighting.
dodged
Yeah.
everywhere.
Joke's on you. I've been there twice, 3 times technically. Rock at him.
So the entire first episode is literally dedicated to Goku and Vegeta trying to fuse again. Because the entire thing is they can't beat one star unless they fuse.
And he's
One
like,
Star-
I'm not gonna let you do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's which just
and
makes
so the
sense.
entire episode is centered around them trying to figure out a way to make that happen. And that's boring. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that is so boring.
It's
God.
For a moment, it felt like they were going to do that tactical thing where I can't think of like a specific instance off the top of my head, but where like they pretend to do the technique and then trick him into like
They did, yeah,
leaving.
they did,
He did
yeah.
that. They did that once, but I thought they were going to keep doing that.
Right.
I can think of like a few instances. Like it feels like in Naruto when he's trying to charge up the Rasengan and somebody's trying to stop him, and it's like, aha! But instead, I'm going to do this to you, leaving their guard down when they're about to attack.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to play a little more with that, but admittedly, they at least did it once.
Yeah.
大丈夫俺たちが負けるわけねだって俺たち
We're the
戦
good
闘民族
guys.
サイヤ人だ
That really matters something to me right now. I like how Vegeta's the one who's like, oh, dragging out that old one, huh?
Oh, this one's spinny!
Weird.
Mine's floaty! Again! it was so distracting, the fact that it's like clearly all they need is a diversion for like 5 seconds or something so they can do it, that they actually had to have a cutaway to Gohan explaining, no, it's futile, we can't do it for some reason.
For
He's
reasons.
like, yeah, no, at this point, he's going to catch on that we're trying to do that. He's going to brush this off, and he's just going to attack my father. So,
But it's still such a stupid way of going about it, because you can at least try to hold his attention. You can, get up in his face. One of you throw a solar flare. As you said, if they do that, maybe Goku could teleport away and they can just fuse elsewhere.
I mean, he could have. There were several opportunities Goku would have had to grab Vegeta and use instant transmission. At any point.
That might have been the case. I'll give the show maybe some logic in the idea that it takes Goku a second to figure out where to go, because he needs to lock onto an energy source when he does it, right? So he needs to find that and then go. So maybe in the time, if they had actually tried to do that, it would have shown.
It's so
I'll
hard
give
to
the
stick up
show
for it,
enough
isn't it?
Of like the leeway to say that maybe Omega Shenron wouldn't have allowed him to do that anyway, and Goku knew that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like the entire episode is literally just dedicated to them trying to get around, like trying to somehow
that is
fuse
boring,
without
though, yeah.
one star stopping them. And then they finally, after a bunch of fighting, Goku sees like reflections of himself in broken glass and realizes, oh, after image, which honestly kind of a neat idea, and visually it's very cool. Like watching them like zip around him and then create the after image and then start doing the fusion technique with the after images.
I mean, if you're doing it in the after image, doesn't that mean you had to have done it previously?
Already.
I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was under the impression that it's like it's in the name. It's an after image, so it's an image after you've done something that you leave behind. Oh, they fuse again. All right, I don't
Yeah, the
remember this.
music's going hard.
This is hard. This is reminding me of it's reminding me of the original Transformers movie, the animated movie. Man. Like, yeah, it's like, wow, instruments of destruction. Oh. They don't fuse.
But it's already too late, because Goku has used up too much energy to do it.
Yep. And that's actually sort of a neat, like, because that tracks.
What the hell
way
happens?
okay.
They need to be able to match each other's level.
I've talked about this in the past. GT's very bad about this. How much power has been used and how much power they have left has been really nebulous and often insanely inconsistent.
But Goku has been in this fight the
Yes.
entire time.
Yeah,
Longer
he has
than
been
Vegeta,
Super
yeah.
Saiyan 4 for a while now. So yeah, no, obviously he's going to have less power than Vegeta.
Yeah, he's been fighting since Nova. Like,
Yeah.
he hasn't stopped fighting since
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. So at this point, he's kid again, and it's unfortunate, like, because the first time they try, it's like, oh well, we'll just try again, and then one star just stands there and lets it happen. But
Yeah, because he realizes, no, he's at the end of his rope. Like,
Yeah.
he can't do it.
All right,
Even-
okay, yeah, he's
is
like,
it Trunks
nah.
or Gohan that notices it? I think it's
the Kais, because we keep cutting back to them.
yeah, which they're apparently back in this, watching again, which
Just
I'm
randomly.
not terribly opposed to.
They provide exposition, which
Yeah.
is their entire purpose.
But you've got everyone else there watching the sidelines anyway.
溢れ出したマイナスエネルギーが地球上を覆い、あらゆるものを汚染するじゃろう。
Everything will look like a game from the Xbox 360 era.
やがては銀河全体が腐ってなくなってしまうじゃろう。
Why?
Yeah, although you're right, I do think it was like either Goten or Trunks, because they're familiar with the technique.
But yeah, unfortunately, Goku's kind of boned, and they're technically both boned.
Goku's laughing. I was like, we're gonna die.
Yep.
We did brush over one thing. Vegeta got off the final attack.
Yeah. Yo, so while they're trying to do some damage to one star,
Final attack.
Final attack.
What is that?
what? It's just the final flash, but instead of saying flash, he says
Says
I
attack.
don't get it. What? Maybe he says shine in the background?
It was a green beam, so it was the final shine.
Yeah, but did he say final shine?
I don't know. He like it's Goku going Kamehame final. and then attack.
Yeah, I don't. What?
Once again, it does nothing. Poor
Oh,
Vegeta
Vegeta.
introduces attacks, and like I think he's like 1/3 for them having full effect.
Galagun was pretty cool. Big
Galagun
Bang
was
Attack
cool. Big Bang
rocked.
Attack killed.
Yeah, Final Flash flashy, but-
looked really cool, and probably would have obliterated Cell if he had got all of it.
But ultimately, Sound and Fury signifying nothing.
Yeah, as is the life of Vegeta, as will remain the life of Vegeta.
But it's yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. So after all is said and done, Goku powers down, and then all hope seems lost until Ball.
I like how even the narrator is like stuttering, is like, oh, okay.
You're like,
It's
what?
like they caught him off guard. It's like, oh, it's the end of the episode.
だがオラもそんな簡単にはやらねえぞ
I have a
what
question.
the
It's a hell of a zit. A Dragon Ball pops out of his forehead. The 4-star ball just.
what?
Yep.
And that's the question we're left with at the end of that episode.
Why Ball?
Why Ball?
Why ball?
And at the beginning of the next episode, everybody's asking,
Why
Ball?
Oh, right.
And it is sort of funny.
I do not remember this happening. I do not remember this
Because
happening.
Goku does not notice at first. Everyone has to tell him, like, dude, you've got a Dragon Ball in your head. You got a
he's
Dragon
freaking
Ball, man? You got a Dragon Ball.
Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, well, I guess this is life now. Very Goku.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah, no, it's good. One star is like, I don't care. I'm just gonna kill you now.
I'm just gonna
And
kill
then-
you anyway. I don't know what's up with it.
And then as it turns out, oh hey, it's the 4-star dragon.
Yeah, Nova shows back up.
Yep.
And apparently he's strong enough to block Omega's attacks.
Why?
Well, smack it away anyway.
Yeah, he's able to deflect it. He's as strong as a
I
Super
do not
Saiyan.
remember this.
You
This
know,
is mad.
Approximately, yeah.
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 He was going toe to toe with Goku.
Yeah. So he slaps that attack away, which, like, and it's sort of interesting because at first, you know, he shows up and the episode is titled Goku Saved, the appearance of a new ally or something like that.
Which kind of gives away the game because he shows up and he's playing a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like everything presented to the audience is that he is there to kill Vegeta and Goku, specifically Goku, but he throws some offense at Vegeta too.
Damn it! Stop it! Hate you!
And he's like, only I'm going to defeat Goku. And like, for a kid, if you're a kid watching this, you're probably pretty convinced, like, oh no.
Yeah, they're really on the back foot now.
Yeah.
I wonder who this ally they're talking about is going to be.
Yeah. Like, this is only made worse by its title. Otherwise, I think it would have, not knowing how these things play out, this would have actually been like a kind of even more, when they plot is like, here's an even more dire situation.
Yeah. I mean, the title called him an ally, so I'm going to believe the title.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, it could be talking about somebody else,
Yeah.
but I doubt it at this point. Well, Tapion just shows up.
It's Giru.
Man, don't break my heart.
Slaps Goku around, slaps Vegeta around, but then Vegeta gets up and like, what
Yeah,
is he
he's-
doing? Why is he's just toying around
Yeah,
with us?
yeah, Trunks goes to check on Vegeta's like, no, he's pulling his punches. He's playing. Like, this is, in wrestling, they have these things called rest holds, which, you know, you see somebody in a headlock, that's for the wrestlers to get a chance to take a breather. He's literally doing the Dragon Ball equivalent of a rest hold.
Right, okay.
okay.
Yeah, so that the wrestlers can take a breath, calm down after doing a big thing, and get ready to do more big things.
Whoa,
like he's
that's so
literally
cool.
giving them a chance to breathe and recover, while lulling Omega into a false sense of security.
Right.
Meanwhile, 4-star has this technique where he creates a lens and then focuses his power through the lens,
Yeah, we saw him do that like
He's
as an
done it
amplifying
before,
device, but
yeah.
now he throws
throws
them.
it like fucking Kenzans. Like, what is this? What's happening?
It's like the art team that worked on the episode where he was using it as an attack didn't communicate with the guys that are working on it now or something.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is part of his attack, and now he's just using it to throw stuff, or like,
I love that as well. Pulling his punches, and he just smacks Goku through like 4 buildings.
He's throwing them as attacks, and they just explode. They're like little weird oblong bombs.
yeah, I don't get it. It's
I don't either, but he's not around long enough for it to matter.
No.
Because ultimately,
悟空が私を正気に戻してくれたのだ。
Deep in his bowels, I felt my goodness return.
Oh yeah, that's actually what happened.
Yeah, that was my plan. He does his face turn against Omega. He and Goku shoot him, and then he grabs him.
Yeah.
And he puts him in a fireball.
Which, honestly, in terms of like the techniques, because we've seen this technique before in a different way. He originally used it as like a spire, a pillar of fire. Here, he's created a ball around One Star, and also has fire tentacles. I don't.
It's really the powers get made up as they go along.
They
It's
really
5
do.
year-olds playing the playground.
Every time.
Because he traps him in this ball of fire prison. He's like, I'm gonna blow you up with my fire. Oh, you're gonna try to escape? Nuh-uh, because I got energy tentacles that hold you in place. Oh, what? You gonna try and shoot me? Fine, I'll let you go. Go ahead and shoot me.
Yeah, you'll kill yourself.
It'll just blow up and it'll take you with it.
But now I'm gonna fire a blast in here, but it's only gonna kill you.
No.
And
You're too scared to shoot me in the face, so I'm gonna turn around. You coward! I'll kill us now.
Well, yeah, but even then he says like, "Oh, this won't kill me. It'll only kill you." Why will it only? What?
Why?
Will it only
Because he can survive the fire. He can survive heat.
I guess that's true. I guess that's it.
It's his entire thing is that he can survive the heat of the sun, which I guess he's making. I kind of thought that Omega was going to use the other dragon's powers, like, use ice to try to counter it, but whatever.
Because we have seen him use the powers before.
He did use the other dragon's powers, technically.
yeah.
Kind of. We don't. It's kind of. So what happens is.
Well, let's play it out as we saw it.
Okay.
It blows up.
Yeah.
And Nova lands down on the ground, and Goku's like, "Yeah, you won! Hooray!" And then he turns. He's like, "I'm sorry, Goku." Crackle, crackle, and then... How did he even fit? Zool! There is no Nova, only sin. Spikes start shooting out of him, and it turns out Omega Shenron was inside of him.
Yeah.
But how, Kaiser?
What the
So Goku is like, "What?" And
Same with us.
But hold on. I'll explain. So we go back to inside the ball from earlier. Four Star is like, "Now I'm going to crush you and smash you with my power." And
I'm going to do whatever this thing does.
yeah, it's like, "But I'll survive." And One Star's like, "Wait, so you're gonna survive it?" "Yeah." "All right, fine. I'll just take your body."
I just
"What?"
need your body.
And then shoots the Dragon Balls out into Four Star, which, by the way, apparently through the lens thing.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't know. The balls, like the balls converge inside of Four Star,
Which-
inside of Nova.
I guess you can just do that. Okay, here's the thing.
Remember the mole dragon.
This is
Yeah,
so
like,
bizarre.
apparently some of the balls are just who they are.
But that's the thing. I don't care if it's One Star's power or if it is the mole guy's power. I don't care if it's one or the other. If One Star can do that, fine. He can already absorb the Dragon Balls. If he has the ability to then transfer them to other dragons, fine. I'll believe it. Whatever. But I kind of, if it is the moles, that's cool, and I wish they'd have clarified.
Yeah, like,
because
at least
the
show-
idea that he's using a power that he stole to save himself is way more cool than if it were just his. All I wish is that they had have specified, because that would have made that even better.
Yeah, I mean,
It just keeps going. It's like they refuse to let it end. It's like, no, we'll have this happen now out of nowhere. Oh my god. And then that won't work. So they will do this. Oh my god. But it won't work.
they don't specify. I just assumed. Like that's what I said as soon as we saw Nova. I'm like, I bet he used Mole Guy's power.
Yeah, which, again, I don't mind if it's one or the other. I just wish they'd have specified,
We
because
knew, yeah.
that's a cool move.
Yeah.
So.
And it worked. He shatters out of him. I don't know how he fit to begin with, but
Well, I mean, he probably grew.
he expanded out
Yeah.
because he just shatters, and now he has all ball
All the
back.
balls now.
Which, by the way, really interesting move that they do with him coming out of
Yeah, 'cause they
4-star.
cover it.
Well, because, like, in the shot, 4-star's standing away from Goku, but Omega comes out the other way.
Yeah.
So he's standing towards Goku as like the spikes come out. It's actually kind of disturbing to
That's
watch
weird,
him. Like,
yeah.
Instead of like expand him normally, where his face would appear where
It's backwards,
Force
yeah.
is, it comes out the other side.
Yeah.
It's honestly, artistically, that's a really neat move. I like that.
It looked cool, and I like the fact that they say, like, they even had like the reveal as like the bits and pieces of Nova were chipping off of him. That the last one that came off reveals that the 4-star ball is now back inside of him, meaning he's back to full 100%
Omega
efficiency.
Shenron.
Right at the time where Vegeta runs out of Super Saiyan 4.
Of course.
Yep.
Still doesn't have a tail.
does
That
this
must have
end?
felt really weird.
I actually really wish he'd kept the tail.
It would have made sense. I mean,
Would've
he just
made
kind of
sense.
grows it, and like, I guess he needs moon juice.
I guess he needs the moon juice to get like the ultra moon juice to get his tail back. But and then of course he turns to Goku and is like, "You can go Super
You
Saiyan."
can do whatever you want. F you.
Yeah.
I need that, and it's broken.
Poor Vegeta.
So yeah, we're left in a very dire situation
Yes.
where again, I hadn't seen these previous episodes ever, and I have not seen the next two. The
I mean, I'm pretty sure that I have. Oh, is there two? It's the 64 episodes.
final 2 episodes ever.
Yeah.
How is there 2 more episodes?
know vaguely how it ends.
What the hell?
I can't remember exactly how the next one plays out. I know exactly how the last one plays out.
I don't remember.
So it'll be interesting because, yeah, at this point, kind of waiting for it to end. I mean, it's not been
A little bit.
It's not been boring. I'm
No,
not bored.
again, this has been like very, like, it's been very fighto, but it's been mediocre fighto. It's not bad. It's just very watch,
there.
you know?
And I think the thing that kind of gets to me is that, unfortunately, like, I am a 37-year-old man who has studied story structure, and these episodes kind of suffer from the fact that it's a lot of stuff that kind of didn't matter all that much.
It's not a lot of plot.
Yeah,
It's a lot of fight.
You could have, in fact, cut everything that happened in these episodes, had them just try and go fuse again, and Goku powers down. You did not need any of the other stuff. You literally could have cut 2 episodes worth of material to get where we are now. And that is a little frustrating. I won't lie. Especially for a bunch of fights that are not that good.
Yeah, they're, again, above the bar for GT, but as far as anime, like shonen anime in general goes, very low mid-tier.
Especially since, let's be honest, some of that stuff's just gotten better over time.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to compare it to like stuff of its age, like
Yeah.
Yu Yu Hakusho and.
I mean, yeah, but then, that's harsh, because Yu Hakusho's fights are
I love
Hakusho
it.
is
I love
boss.
it. It's really good. I love Yu Yu Hakusho.
I'm so glad I checked
Yeah,
out Yu Yu
it's-
Hakusho.
But
man.
again, even comparing it to like Dragon Ball Z, it's, you know.
Oh yeah, no, comparing it to Z, it's falling short. By the way, I still love how, like, I feel like for at least a couple times just watching GT, we keep going back to Yu Hakusho, and I don't know why.
Because I f***ing love Yu Yu Hakusho.
Why not? It's
And
brilliant.
It's a great. Look, if you're going to compare something to anything, like to shonen anime to shonen anime, I'm
fact-
going to compare it to one of my gold standards.
In fact, I think Yu Yu Hakusho was coming out around this time. So.
Probably.
But yeah, no, it's
Really enjoyed Yu Yu Hakusho.
yeah. That, and
Especially
that
the
is a
last
bother.
arc.
The fact that I can, like, okay, so yeah, seeing 4-star back, that's cool. Doesn't amount to anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
literally
whole
no.
them trying to fuse again doesn't amount to
Nothing.
anything.
But also, like, the thing is, I think the thing that bothered me a little bit more is because it felt like 4-star was trying to give them a bit of a rest. It didn't feel like they got much of a rest in. In fact, Vegeta lost more energy. Like, because by the end of that episode, he's drained.
Yeah, it would have been nice if 4-star sacrifice, like, coming back and doing something was like, and maybe it's supposed to be kind of this whole, like, him coming back for one last hurrah.
It would have been even better if they did it as like he served as the distraction for them to fuse to win. Because then you've got someone that is strong enough to be the distraction. Don't make him like so powerful you can encase him in this like thing and then potentially kill him. Have him come back and be like, look, I will be the distraction. Have a big old fight. Have him like die and then they fuse and boom, final fight, beat him.
But it not amounting to anything does hurt it, right?
A bit, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, it amounting to kind of a negative consequence.
Sort of. I mean, it wasn't like Vegeta was going. It wasn't
Well,
like.
no, I mean like a negative consequence in that he lost and now Omega's back to full power.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, which, I mean, darkest before the dawn in terms of like a hero's journey type deal, but...
Honestly, I kind of like. Honestly, if Goku had kept the 4-star and that had given him the edge to win in the next episode.
Yeah, if that had been like some power boost or something, or had like...
Having a
it
Dragon
been
Ball.
like a key to... I don't know. Like
Yeah,
I was expecting more from it than just for Nova to show back up.
What if Nova showed up at a critical moment in the next episode to help save the day, and
Or-
then died in the process?
There you go.
Or if Goku had like received part of his power or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Son of a bitch!
Like there's stuff to that.
So
but
much
it-
they could have
we
done.
we got 2 episodes remaining, which means, I mean, you know, as far as GT goes, the show's finale, we'll be tackling that
Next week.
on GTFS. Oh my God, I did the.
Yeah.
Huh, that feels weird.
Yeah.
Huh.
Feels weird.
Yeah. I can't believe we're almost done.
Light at the end of the. We actually talked about this.
yeah.
The fact that like we're so close to the end of the show. We were talking about this on the way back to the viewing room last time.
Because a lot of people have noticed the fact that my attitude about the show after Baby
Yeah.
has
Shifted,
shifted
yeah,
dramatically.
definitely.
Because we were over the hump. If we were still like 20, 30 episodes away, this would be a very different attitude.
Yeah, no,
We got 2 episodes and a movie.
On the movie.
Yep. I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for this to be done. And not even in like, oh, I need this to be done now. Just like, okay, I'm good. I don't need to watch.
I'll
any more
never need to
GT.
watch GT again.
Yeah.
Because now I can definitively say I have watched it from beginning to end, Japanese, thoroughly analyzed. But you know, after we're done, I am thinking about doing something, maybe comparing this with another sequel to Dragon Ball. Maybe.
You.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have to. You don't.
No.
Oh
I'm
my
outta here.
God.
I'm leaving.
Ooh. Oh, create a commentary for Super. Now that would be interesting because then, the first 2 arcs is a struggle. I'm interested to see what they do after they do the GT movie as well. Because I don't think I ever watched the GT movie, so it'd be interesting to get like what happened in it through their perspective of doing a commentary on it. But I've really enjoyed checking these GTFS videos out. Yeah, it's been boss. Crazy. Last 2 episodes next. Thank you to my microphone. Microphone is still working, Kate. Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back another video from Team 4-Star off of the 4-Star Bento channel. Continuing with the Dragon Ball GTFS commentary series, covering episodes 61 to 62. I think there's 63 episodes, so I don't think this is the last video, but I'm sure we'll find out very, very shortly if that's the case.